Good evening, everyone. Seph here, and we're back with Genshin Impact, like I promised we would be. Although, unfortunately, it is quite late. I'm sorry for not being a bit earlier with this. So I doubt I'll be able to finish the event story on time. But I will be playing it tomorrow or the day after, so yeah. We'll be back. Anyway, we're heading on over to Fontaine to play the new event. And I'm pretty excited for it. Kato, hello. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to see you. Let's see. Let's do an all Fontaine party. But the only other Hydro character I can think of is Valette. Oh well. I doubt I'll be doing much combat in this event anyway. ALF, welcome. No idea why you're here either, but it's nice to see you anyway. I wish I had a more organized setup for when I play Genshin versus for when I play My Hero. I feel like I should have separate channels for Hoyoverse stuff and My Hero stuff. But I've never quite figured out how I wanted to do that. Wait a minute. No, stop. I have my ZZZ and Genshin controls mixed up. Renner, hello. I won't be playing Ultra Rumble tonight, but I will be playing it tomorrow. So I apologize for being out of genre for a little bit. I'll figure out a good solution, because I do want to stream Genshin content sometimes. But most of the time it probably will be Ultra Rumble. I still appreciate you guys coming just for me. Thank you. Oh no, I forgot to change the voices. No! I wanted to play this in English dub. Aw, shucks. Thanks, ALF. Kinichi's here. So, at least this kind of works out. Charlotte isn't voiced in the dub. Behold the beauty of the Lemurian teacup. I did not expect to hear that tonight. Proofs surprisingly popular. Oh no. Oh no. Are they picking headlines? Ah, the Eudix getting stabbed. Okay, so that's what they were teasing. What were they doing? I don't understand yet. If it is, we're all toast. I'm sorry, I really did mean to put this in English first. I miss the English voices a lot. Though, yeah, to be fair, Charlotte is missing her voice, so this scene wouldn't have been nearly as enjoyable in English dub. And that's unfortunate. The voice actor strike and all that, in case you haven't heard. Oh well. She's voiced in sub.
友達のことは勝手に語らない主義みたいで、あまり詳しい話はしてくれなかったの。もしよかったら、偉大なる英雄がナタの地でどんな冒険を経て見事凱旋を果たしたのか聞かせてくれない？
Nothing, I just saved the whole region. All thanks to me.
君って相変わらず謙虚ね。挨拶もまだなのに再会早々ごめんね。
Charlotte's English voice is so charming too. I can't believe she's not back. I'm sorry to keep talking about it, but the Fontaine cast is really enjoyable.
改めて、二人とも本当に久しぶりね。フォンテーヌには遊びに来たの？
What brings us back to Fontaine? You.
ここで会えるとはな。
A pleasant surprise indeed.
ついでにドッキリもな。
I'm really curious. The Not Long cast is really tightly knit, so seeing them interact with characters outside, like in Fontaine, really interesting to me.
さっきちらっと聞こえちゃったんだけど、龍肉を出すレストランとか最高審判官が重傷とか、まさか本当じゃないよな。
Paimon, you need to learn to not take the news that seriously.
ああ、ゴシップ記事のタイトルのこと？
Tabloid headlines, there you go.
ゴシップ記事？
なあ、どっちの方がより無茶苦茶な記事を見つけられるか。
Who can find the most ridiculous fake news stories? Oh, okay. Yeah, thought it was something like
運
that.
よく、いや、そもそもネタが豊富だったからかもしれないが、勝たせてもらった。
Yeah, I bet you owe that luck to Ahau, his annoying partner.
キーニチさんにフォンテーヌの不名誉な一面を見せるのはちょっと情けないけどね。フォンテーヌには衝撃の真相みたいなタイトルで人々の目を引いて販売数を伸ばそうと目論む三流の新聞社があるの。
Those third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. That couldn't be. No, say it isn't so. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their
両
sales.
親を捨て切ってはいないのか。本文の中でタイトルに語弊があることについて一応説明はするんだけど、まあ購入させるための卑劣な手段って事実は変わらないわよね。
Well, as a YouTuber, I would never clickbait.
一方で完全にでっち上げて書いちゃうところもあるの。さっき私たちが読んでたのがそう。
1% ぐらいは事実も含まれてるだろう。
あらあら、キーニチさんたら寛容なコメントね。
Lenient. Oh dear, she's like none of it.
はあ？こいつが寛容だって？冗談じゃ。
Okay, the benefit of having subtitles is we get Naruto and Sasuke. And their voices are great.
誤
Absolutely
解しない
great.
でくれ。真実だと言ってるわけじゃない。ただ、いくら想像力が豊かでも元ネタくらいはあるものだ。
Let's see. You're honestly fine with me playing other games if it brings more subscribers? I really appreciate it, ALF. That's honestly quite generous with you. Personally, I don't know if the algorithm with it will agree, but it's still really nice to hear you say that. That's part of why I was considering moving to Twitch, or at least doing some content on Twitch, and doing some content on YouTube, to help break this up. Or at least put my VODs on YouTube. But it's a lot to think about, and to be honest, I would rather just game, you know? I'd rather just game, so I haven't done anything like separate my content out yet. Well, I have, but we don't talk about my manga and anime channel. We don't talk about that yet. Though yes, I do want to start reacting to anime and manga too. Specifically anime, but that's off topic. I think I'll do my first one with My Hero Vigilantes, actually, but for now, let's play the Genshin event. Let's see. Kenichi, what are you saying? Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to give credit to those so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality. Huh. Oh, there we go.
じゃあさっきのゴシップもある程度は事実を元にしてるのか？
ああ、確かに先日密輸事件があった。レストランで牛肉が提供されてるって話やティーカップが出土したって話は密輸品をめぐる噂から生まれたんだろう。だが実際に密輸されていたのはナタの古代遺跡で見つかったいくつかの遺物だ。いずれにせよ被害に遭った竜はいないってことだ。
The dinosaurs are safe. Okay.
あの事件の裁判でヌビレット様が審判席に座らなかったのは単に最初から他の審判官に任せてたからよ。
There are other judges in Fontaine. First time hearing.
ヌビレット様一人だけじゃないし、全ての事件を処理されるわけじゃないわ。そういえばあの裁判がつつがなく終わったのはキーニチさんが証人として出廷してくれたおかげだったわよね。
Ooh, he got to participate in the trial. Nice.
ほっとしたぜ。びっくりしすぎてキーニチがなんでフォンテーヌにいる。キーニチさん、スチームバード新聞の独占取材を受けてくださらないかしら。
さほど複雑な事件じゃないだろ。法廷で述べたことだけで分かったはずだ。それよりシャルロットさんは俺からナタのニュースを引っ張り出したいんじゃないか。
That's a fancy translation.
鋭い。さすがナタきっての竜狩り人ね。
依頼はありがたいが、さっきも言ったように俺は喋るのが得意じゃない。
キーニチの口下手、話し下手。
俺よりも旅人の方が適任かもな。
確かにいいアイデアね。それならいろいろ準備しないと。少し時間をちょうだい。質問を全部リストにまとめてくるから。
You are absolutely not allowed to refuse when Charlotte is talking.
それについてはまた後で。もちろん君の意思を尊重するつもりよ。
She generously
そろ
gives
そろ
us the
仕
option.
事に戻らないと。ゴシップ誌のデタラメ記事がどんどんエスカレートしてるってことはちゃんと協律官に報告しておくわ。
Gestionnaire is a word.
それじゃあ私はこれで。
Bye bye.
嵐のようなやつだな。あ、そうだ。さっきから気になってたんだけど、さっきアハオに似た何かがちらっと見えたような。
Wait, what?
なあ、
I didn't notice.
アハウだ。
口が悪いのは相変わらずだけど、いつもよりおとなしいよな。
かもな。
偉大なる清流も大したことないな。
Oh wait, I know what this is.
言い返したくてうずうずしてるだろうが、今は出てこられないんだ。
Oh, that's funny.
なんでだ？
実のところ、体は問題ないんだが、こっちについてから
Fontaine's
ある変わっ
laws
た
are
法律
funny.
があると知ってな。
They're a holdover
月
of the
始めの
previous
3日
Archon.
間、フォンテーヌ邸では
It's forbidden to
動物を連れ
release
て
flying
外出してはい
objects
けない
within
らしい。
Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. And how classifies as a flying object? That is great. How is forbidden?
おいらよーく知ってるぞ。つまりキーニチがアハウの尻尾を掴んでる限り空飛ぶ竜じゃなくて風船竜になるから問題なしってわけだ。
なあ、俺もそう思ったんだが、プンプン起こる小さな風船になるのに抵抗があるみたいで、そのくせしょっちゅう出てきて周りを驚かすから困ってるんだ。ところで今朝パレメルモニアの告知版で見たんだが、街の外で永遠にちなんだイベントがあるらしい。
Oh, so it is a
フォンテーヌに
filmmaking
はあと数
event.
日滞在する予定だから見に行こうと思ってる。このうるさい風船にとっても 世間を知るいい機会になるだろうしな。
He might even
も
learn
し
a
時
thing
間
or
があ
two.
るなら
Sure.
一緒にどうだ？
Seeing how angry always makes my day, thank you, Traveler, for having good dialogue.
案内しよう。
For once. Cool. Alright, now I can finally switch to the English patch. That was fitting, actually, because I'm not sure Charlotte will have a lot more to say in the event anyway. Some language settings will only apply after the game is restarted? I'm kind of nervous. Well, I can always restart the game if the cutscene starts off in Japanese. But this should be much easier on your ears if you'd rather just, you know... What's the word? If you'd rather listen rather than watch. Navia!
Hey, Navia! What you up to?
She's so pretty.
Shh.
Sorry.
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
Hell's Kitchen memes.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say.
Hell for the kitchen.
Hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia? Huh. So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
Oof.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Ooh, she has
Of
bones
course.
to pick.
How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough
Fermon.
luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
She'd rather her not be out here talking with Navia.
Wow, what a horrible person.
Sorry.
Paimon's voice actor
Looks
is
like I've
talking.
dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw.
The
Savannah
Spina
is
di Rosula
adamant
is a weird
that Vermont's
mafia.
exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us.
I forgot to ask. I hope the volume is okay. I hope I'm not too loud.
Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up.
Or worse,
And
the game too quiet.
That's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
Navia is just so pretty.
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thanked before she spoke.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
Navia, you stick out way too much for that. The volume is honestly perfect. That's insane. That's insane. I can't believe I started a stream with perfect volume. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. You cannot look as good as Navia does and then expect to be good at espionage. I'm sorry, that's mutually exclusive.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Paimon will join you, cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Oh, guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast.
Is French
A really
food
famous
good?
chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Or would she be Italian?
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Alright. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
Careful with that.
A little highly strung, huh?
With Savannah in the kitchen, even the waiting staff is on edge.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Actually, I think it's because she's the way she is that she became head chef. That's just how that kind of goes.
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Oh yes, never underestimate Navia's affinity for sweets.
Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find... Escoffier?
That is the weirdest help message I've seen. Wait, what happened?
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Oh dear.
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now.
So
That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
So I may have accidentally started the Escoffier story quest that exists. We're not supposed to be doing that tonight, though. Oh no. Oh no. Well, shucks. Anyways, something about... I have honestly no idea where we were going with the event. I have no idea why we're here. But whatever, I'll follow the marker. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, just excuse me. Oh. Oh. Split. I've missed the English voices. There we go.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
Yeah. It was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da!
Oh dear. Are you okay?
But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away.
There's something oddly familiar about the way you talk.
Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one.
I don't remember you, but oh dear. That's actually a great name, Lepine Pauline. Oh, the prototype lens. I totally remember that event.
Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Goldfish, Irie, welcome. Thank you for stopping by to say hi. I'm just playing some Genshin Impact tonight.
Fantasyland?
I'll be back with Ultra Rumble tomorrow.
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
Huh. To be honest, this isn't quite my favorite of events. I usually prefer the battle ones,
Co-construct?
but we'll see what they've
Well,
got.
that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project.
Huh.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too!
Oh my dear. Oh my gosh.
You've got
Her
to be kidding.
insanity is, Her insanity is of another
Look
level.
at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on! Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
He dodged it.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production!
I'm sorry, I have a limit to how much crazy I can handle.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be!
She's so creepy, I can't...
And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century! I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Idiot meets idiot.
Yeah.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Navia. Good, I am so glad we get to see you here too.
Miss Navia!
Ani, hello.
Allow
Nice
me
to
to
see you.
introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di
Look at
Rosula.
her.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon. How have you been lately?
Very
Hello
well,
there.
thanks. Even
I'm
better now
Kenichi.
that you're here.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She addressed him with his title. She's so precious. Oh my gosh. He's taken aback.
See that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
Navia is so perfect.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light.
So, I don't know what it is with Fontaine, but every other NPC we meet is some kind of head case. Well, they're workaholics, consumed by their jobs, which is both charming and kind of dystopic.
I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Navia's face. I can't with this game sometimes. That is such an amazing face.
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see. I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet, so let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event, and also providing technical support.
Huh? Cheval Moran?
That's right. The one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran.
Surintendant. Okay, I like saying French, but I hate reading French. But that's a fun word. Surintendant. Cheval Moran.
After much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal. A win-win arrangement.
Nah, but why was she staring into your soul? I don't know. It's great. I don't know what it is about that expression. I lost it.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas.
Actually, it is pretty nice that they're bringing back old NPCs and then giving them voices in an event like this. I appreciate the continuity.
Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
I will definitely never forget, what's her name? Lapine Pauline. I won't forget that name.
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions.
No more storage for Genshin. So I hear they're actually going to be rolling out an update that will give you more control over your storage. I think you'll be able to delete, for example, voice lines for older story events. That said, I agree with you. If I didn't buy a gaming PC, I probably wouldn't be able to play Genshin anymore either. It's an annoying problem.
Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer.
Lapine Pauline.
She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event.
Lapine Pauline.
As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management.
Lapine Pauline.
For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved.
Lapine Pauline.
By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part?
It's a funny name, I'm sorry.
It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Job. Sounds like fun.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to, say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake.
I see what you did there, Miss Lapine Pauline.
Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant. Look over there!
What was that voice line delivery?
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Escoffier. A famous chef and pioneer of Fontaine's precision gastronomy, a culinary movement that takes the rigorous precision and quantitative methods that are routine in scientific experimentation and applies them to cooking. In the eyes of her students, she is both a genius who strives for perfection and a stickler whose exacting standards fill them with dread. To create dishes that transcend the sublime, she is constantly pushing the boundaries of flavor.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Oh no, accidentally deleted yours? Yeah, so I also accidentally deleted... I quit my Star Rail game, but then I got tempted back by the Fate campaign that they're doing. But now I can't find the Star Rail account that I was playing, so... Oh well. It saves me from gacha, I guess. Genshin is okay. Genshin is entertaining. But you don't have to feel like you're missing out.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a Hao go be her assistant.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got.
Gandering.
Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Hiyo? Sure thing. So I think this is where event gameplay unlocks. I'm gonna do my best to stick to just the story, but I might sniff out some gameplay modes too, just to break it up a bit. What is going on here? So we have this. Okay, so I guess I go over there. Navia, what are you saying? Oh. I didn't mean to trigger the cutscene, but okay, sure.
Traveler, it's you!
Navia, it's me.
Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Yes.
It's time, dear partner in Paimon, for us to turn our attention to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland.
Yes.
As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations. Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths.
You would wish on there and then cut out? Yeah. And honestly, that's valid. Like, if I were to re-download Honkai Star Rail, for example, it would really just be to log in, collect the wishes, and then maybe wish on something that I liked. Like the Fate collab. But we're not talking about that.
We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
Long-term operations? Strategy? We spend most of our time adventuring, and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do you think we can handle this?
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go as far as to say you've shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures.
Honestly, what haven't we done? Irie, you do the same thing? Yeah. See, for me, I can't do that, though. Or rather, I would like to be able to do that, but I get too caught up in, oh, I rolled the thing, now I have to play the thing, right? It's a trap. And I have no self-restraint.
Anyway, first things first. Let's get an overview of how the whole festival's gonna be run.
Oh. Oh, there we go. Gameplay.
As you can see, our Fantasyland's a bit like a sugar-free macaron right now. Several areas are still under construction. The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. Besides, we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects simultaneously.
Ooh, we don't usually get tutorials like this that are voiced. Nice.
That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method, so we can focus on specific tasks during each designated period. Upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. All of this requires funds and time slots to accomplish.
Yeah, spent too much time with the game and it does get boring.
So, it's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business cycle to the most worthwhile tasks. As we attract more guests and earn money to add to our funds, we'll also be able to work more efficiently.
Okay, it is time to learn capitalism.
Which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots, which will let us get more done.
So we'll be limited in the decisions we can make and tasks we can focus on within each time period. Which means we have to use our limited actions and Mora to earn even more Mora.
Yippers, that's generally how it goes.
Kinda like playing chess or cards then. Cooking up a strategy in advance is gonna be key.
This isn't even like their first quote-unquote business event either. I mean, I kind of respect going out of their way to do this.
Paimon thinks she just about gets it. How do you feel about it, Traveler?
Guess I'll learn on the job. That's also capitalism.
Come on, we can do this!
Learn by doing.
You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that mean there are non-standard ways to take part too?
Yes, we kill everyone else.
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble. And others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity. Just think of it like a walkthrough.
Test player, huh?
If we're the first ones to test out the activities, who knows what surprises there could be waiting for us. But if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skills to carry us through.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger, partner. I carefully checked all the existing activities before you arrived, and I can assure you that they're all perfectly safe. I also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to. It'll be fun. Plus, we'd like to hear your thoughts and suggestions.
Cool.
Ooh,
Then
those
let's
are two
game.
things Navia is best at. Making people feel safe and having fun.
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. Your input is super important to us.
Navia, you are pretty.
All right then. Let's start with eclectic escapades and put our first guide together.
It's important feedback. She needs to know this. I do wonder what's going on here, but let's hang out with Navia first. So this is a thing. Wait, ooh, is this a boating event? Okay. How much reading do I have to do? Collect the required number of adventure coins and reach the destination to complete the challenge. Beware of some traps in the stage that will decrease challenge time if touched. Special skills can create acceleration rings in front of the characters while they are diving or gliding. Not only can you speed up using these skills, but you can also use them to dodge obstacles or break through barriers. Ooh, it's an obstacle course. Oh. Oh, okay, so that's... Okay, so you use your skill to create a ring. There we go. Oh. This is super chill. I was worried for a wall of text, but instead we get a fun little course. Okay. Nice.
Both of you seem even more excited than before.
Bye,
Looks like your
Irie.
first trial run didn't disappoint.
Oh, excuse me, Goldfish. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but after trying it out, she might just be hooked.
Great job, Paimon. That's exactly what our enthusiast friends were hoping you'd say. They'd be beyond delighted to hear that visitors are curious about the films that inspired these attractions.
Oh, I didn't even... That's right, okay. So there are movies associated with these?
Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets. Where budgets have allowed, of course.
Out of their own pocket?
That's right. While the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of basic booth materials and rental fees, many fans have personally funded promotional materials and related merchandise.
That's actually a really nice cultural event. Making fun attractions out of movies that you like, being able to support them and make something cool for everyone to enjoy. That's actually really cool. When I was young, I actually made a board game based off of a Harry Potter book that I read. That was really fun.
The cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them have already started designing spin-off products inspired by film characters.
And of course, fan merchandise.
Take our official mascot, Sir Intendant Chevalmoran, for instance. She won second place in the last most popular character poll for the comic film category. and was even dubbed the pinnacle of round, bouncy cuteness. Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image, using the highest quality fabrics and hiring the most skilled artisans to mass produce them.
Commissioning artists. My wallet.
These cushions will officially go on sale at the next convention alongside lots of similar products.
Ooh, Furina. Would she be getting a cut?
Don't worry. As Surintendant Cheval Moran's guardian and official image rights agent, Furina's already getting 60% of the sales revenue.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna be rich.
After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily. Not for profit, but to promote Surintendant Cheval Moran's adorable image. The more Mora ends up in Furina's purse, the better Surintendant Cheval Moran's meals will be. And who wouldn't be happy to hear that?
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that. Everyone working hard for something they all love without worrying about profit.
Support your Oshis. Would you buy my merch? Oh my gosh. I'm actually kind of scared of that idea ever happening. Becoming a personality so big that people would do that for you? That's kind of scary. Oh well, so long as no one gets hurt.
Still, we can't just ignore Mora completely. Whether it's fan creations or official commercial projects, some level of financial balance is still necessary. The same logic applies to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland taken as a whole. Once we finish the standardized strategy guides, our attractions can officially be open to the public. But we can't take personal charge of the ticketing process. There's plenty of work to do at the various booths, and the park itself is a work in progress. We'll need to assign dedicated employees to maintain and manage each attraction. There's a recruitment section on the park's bulletin board. We've received many applications, and each candidate has their strengths. Our job is to match the best candidates to each attraction based on their overall performance. Once assigned, the staff will keep the attractions running, ensuring a continuous revenue stream.
Yeah, this reminds me of an older event as well. So so you have the gameplay modes, and then you're gonna have a business mode.
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's definitely a first for us.
I have very high standards when it comes to reviewing resumes.
Just don't hold everyone up to your own standards, okay? You can't expect everyone else to be as capable as you. Alright, time to review some resumes. Fingers crossed we'll get some exceptional candidates.
I see. So we're going on a tour of each, quote-unquote game mode. I see. Service value and wage. How do you calculate service value? Alright, I'm sure she's great, but I'm not reading all that. Alright, well that was simple.
Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
I'll be monitoring their attendance closely.
You're both doing great. In any case, with this, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is now officially open. Running a theme park is a long-term project. You won't make much if you try and rush it. We're just about done with our current work setup, so let's take a short break and wait for this cycle's revenue report to come in.
Interesting. So, I suppose we should see what's up with this Scuffing. I actually kind of want to play this. Can I? I get the impression that I intimidate you. Oh no, I'm not intimidated, just cautious. You know what they say. Never upset the client. I can't afford to get fired again, the way the market is right now. It's not a good time to be looking for work as a freelance engineer. I like this position. I'll work as hard as it takes to get the job done. I feel so bad for her. Time must be tough. I can relate. I haven't quit my job yet because I'm a bit nervous about the job hunt myself. That hits a bit too close to home. Alright, let's see what's up with Mrs. Scluffier.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary.
Sure.
The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment?
So, she actually has a more natural English accent. So I keep thinking about that in the back of my mind as I listen to her speak. It's really weird. I mean, she sounds fine. But just knowing that, you know, this isn't her natural accent is making me, like, I don't know what the word is, listen more attentively to her delivery.
The ones that leave their guns behind by accident, and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Oh no.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I
Or a
assumed
smuggler.
at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice.
All is right and well in the system of the Fontainian legal courts.
Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
The murder weapon.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
What is this conversation?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
No, what is this conversation?
You little... How dare you turn your nose up at my gifts? Why
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
An artiste?
Something like this.
Okay, no one criticize the drawing. Be respectful. What in the... Huh? Okay, I'm gonna explain this gently, but that is not a gun.
Whoa, precise!
Just, you know, as gently as I can.
It's nothing.
That's true, actually. As an engineer, you actually would be able to need to have some, well, drawing skill.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natland. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
It's cool. Thanks a lot, Lupine Pauline. Lupine Pauline. Lupine Pauline, Lupine Pauline, Lupine Pauline.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs.
Where did Escoffier go? I forgot all about her.
Oh dear. I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Hey yo, let's collab. It seems like Kaniche has something to say. Let's go find a quiet spot. After saying goodbye to Lupine Pauline...
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence. So I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
Ooh, we're going to go see Neuvillette.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
No, we are going to see Neuvillette. There he is. But also, over here. It's already 10:30, shucks. Let's see if I can go another 30 minutes. Oh, I wanted to have my rice pudding tonight. But it's too late. You shouldn't have sweets at this hour. I really wanted it though.
Oh man.
Oh, never mind. Hello, Aoife.
Bro!
Bro! Broeron.
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kaniche is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
No, that was on Twitter.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
You.
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Right.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one.
It's okay. French is, French. It's asking for it.
Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult.
Why is that so funny?
It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Oh, you're his dad. Okay.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
Why is this conversation so wholesome?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Nice to meet you, little bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
That's a terrible thing to say, though. It's both hilarious and terrible. What happened with Kakuku?
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
Oh my gosh. What has our vocabulary become?
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
I cannot believe that throwaway thing from way back in the Archon quest is actually relevant again. It's so funny.
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
I want to see.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well...
That's also very suspicious.
Let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
I want to watch. Sounds fun.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
I cannot get a read on Ororon at all. I still don't even know if I like the guy. In other words, right now in this building, there could be not one awesome Saurus, but two. What in the world is this dialogue?
Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
Alright, everyone's an
Oh,
awesome
dear.
Saurus. Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kukuku.
As it happens, Kenichi and I were just heading over there to talk to the Palemon for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kukuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
He's so out of pocket.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kukuku
Auron is
doesn't
having
listen
too
to
much
you,
fun.
I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
I feel bad for Eva.
Back when we first met Kukuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
Oh my gosh. I'm so not used to this version of Aoife. Auron. Okay, we gotta be our best dressed in here. It's a nice place. I like it. I thought there might be some books that I hadn't read yet, but I guess not.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
What is going on? There are strange noises coming from Monsieur Neuville's office. I wanted to hear, but they faded out.
No way, bro!
Finally, rise the Neuvillette.
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
What is this?
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
For real now.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro of a bro.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Nervalette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
The mysterious, tall and dark.
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself.
This is so weird.
Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
This is all a bit strange, but they really are a great pair of... awesome Sauri.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Kanich tells Neuvillette and Wriothesley about Lapine Pauline's finding the gun. Neuvillette makes inquiries with the relevant personnel, and sure enough, they locate the box and the gun that Lapine Pauline spoke of. Lapine Pauline, Lapine Pauline, Lapine Pauline.
It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
Yes, that is how that job works.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody.
Neuvillette is also pretty.
Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
Burb.
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
Would you like to meet a guy? A couple of top bros from Natlan. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't come in too.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object. And
He is a
following on
Saurian.
from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
Yes. I can help pass a message from his friends.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Just invite them in. I want to see this foursome.
All right then, we'd better get going.
Not like
no
that.
No need to see us off.
I just think the banter would be funny.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natlan would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kukuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
I want to stay and watch them talk. Open, close. They have to stop doing that. I'll get addicted. Click, 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 click. Lapine Pauline. Lapine Pauline. Pauline Lapine. No. Wait. That didn't sound right. Okay, we check in with our bros here too.
Aurora and Aoife, we found Kukuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
It's terrible. He has to sign papers.
Oh no. When I saw that Kukuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kukuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
Who is this guy?
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kukuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Even had an interesting chat with some notable VIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kukuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement.
It's just so funny.
But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kukuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You'll just have to wait a little longer.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my
he's really so
understanding of
worried.
how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kukuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Alright, bro.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
This seems like such a great spot to actually stop and call it a night. I think I'll go back and see if I can't play one of the events. Can I? Or is that a no? I liked the swimming event. Let me see, is that available? No? I suppose not. I guess technically the festival hasn't started yet. So I guess I wouldn't be able to play any of the event modes right now. I would have to progress with, this. Let's see. I suppose I could do my dailies and weeklies. But that wouldn't really be the topic of the video, would it? So I think I'll just call the stream here for a night. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep things topical. So yeah, I think that'll do it. It is also getting late anyway. It's already 10:55. I really appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'll be finishing this event, let's see. Shall I play it again Thursday? Tomorrow is... Oh, no. I get it. Okay, I got it. Alright, so tomorrow I'll be playing My Hero Ultra Rumble. And Wednesday, I'll come back and play some Genshin. I'll do the next part of the event. It'll be fun. I hope that works for everyone. And it'll let me sleep. Alright. Yeah. Can't have too much games in one day. Okay. Then that'll do it for me for tonight. Thank you so much again. I really do appreciate it. I know I usually play My Hero Ultra Rumble, so it means a lot that you guys stuck around even though I'm not playing what I usually do. Thanks a lot. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, we can play some games together, ALF. Thanks again. I guess I'll call it for a night now. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug. Don't let your tongue get bit by